I can honestly tell you one of my most anticipated movies over the next couple of years is going to be The Batman 2. I absolutely loved Matt Reeves's and Robert Pattinson's The First Batman. It's not the greatest comic book movie of all time, but I thought it was solid. I love the world they created, the mythology they built there. I thought it was great, and I'm really excited to see where they go. Things got really interesting a little while ago when it got announced that Scarlett Johansson was joining the cast of The Batman 2, which is amazing. Then we even heard some whispers about Brad Pitt joining The Batman 2. Well, the carousel isn't over, because according to this report in Deadline, The Batman 2 is in talks to add Bucky Barnes himself, Sebastian Stan, to star opposite Robert Pattinson in the Batman sequel. It goes on to say this. After landing Scarlett Johansson for a new role in The Batman Part 2, director Matt Reeves looks to have snagged one of her Avengers co-stars for another new role in the upcoming sequel. Sources tell Deadline Sebastian Stan is in talks to join the highly anticipated DC Studios sequel in a role which is unknown. If a deal closes, he would join Robert Pattinson, who is set to reprise his role as the Caped Crusader in the upcoming sequel that Reeves is writing and directing. All right. Let's put the MCU angle aside for a second. Sebastian Stan has just proven himself to be, over the last 7-8 years, just to be straight up a great actor. You know, he so shocked me in I, Tonya. He was so good in I, Tonya, in a role that I didn't even realize he was in the movie when I went in to watch it. And they're like, holy crap, like him and Paul Walter Hauser together were gold. Mm-hmm. And then what's that one about the grocery store about, I'm freezing on the name of it, whatever. Then he did The Apprentice, which he got nominated for a lot of awards for. He's just a great, phenomenal actor. And one of the things I've said ever since the movie blog.
Pam and Tommy.
I've said ever since the movie blog days, oh God, him as Tommy Lee, when he's having a discussion with his own penis.
Oh, was it Fresh, that movie?
I think that might have been it.
Yeah.
That might have been it. But in Pam and Tommy Lee, him playing Tommy Lee, he was so good. And I've always said ever since the movie blog days, it is never a mistake to add talent. And so you add a guy of this caliber to an already impressive and stacked thing, that's great all by itself. Now, granted, it introduces an interesting side of intrigue. Like, well, this would be the second MCU person. But here's the thing, guys. We live in a world now where about 4,000 actors have been in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. 7,000 if you add people who've been in the Marvel Cinematic Universe and in the DCU or DCE universe, whatever. You're going to be hard pressed these days to have much of, a big cast and not have a couple of people who have worn the cape at one point or another. So I really don't think there's anything interesting beyond that. I know a lot of people are going to make something out of that. Well, they got Scarlett Johansson. Now they're getting Bucky Barnes. They're stealing all the people away from Marvel. No, it's not. These are just actors playing roles. It's no big deal. I'm just more interested in a guy of the caliber of Sebastian Stan joining a sequel that I'm so excited about. And I think this is great. Anyway, Rob, you heard about this. What's standing out to you? And do you have any theories about who Stan could be playing?
I have no clue. I heard somebody float the idea that Scarlett Johansson was going to play a gender-swapped Lucius Fox, like a captain of Wayne Industries. I like that idea.
That's not a terrible idea. I don't agree, but I don't either. But that's an interesting idea.
I heard a thing that she was playing Harvey Dent's wife.
Oh,
that could be one.
That's interesting.
And he could be playing Harvey Dent.
He could be playing an Al Ghul.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know though. I don't know if we're going to get the standard, because the first
Court of
Batman,
Owls thing.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I would think. I would think if the Court of Owls makes more sense to me, because the first was so grounded. What I really loved about the first Batman was very, very grounded. Mm-hmm. And I love that. And I would expect that they're going to follow suit. And so I don't know how they're going to do it, but I'm excited. I think everything I love the Batman, and I can't wait to see the Batman 2, to be honest. I love that take. I love the true crime nature of it. I love the Penguin series. And to me, this is, in a way, if we only get another Batman 2 before whatever the DCU Batman looks like, to have the Batman, to have the Penguin, and the Batman 2 is a nice little. That's a great little Batman universe unto itself.
Now,
Sure.
I will say this. Okay, I'll say this. Well, I'm saying is like everybody, okay, yeah, Scarlett Johansson and Sebastian Stan were both in the MCU, but there's so many people. Okay, having said that, if like tomorrow we find out like Anthony Mackie is also joining the Batman, I might start wondering about the conspiracy theories about James Gunn stealing all the people away from Marvel. But right now with just two, I think we're fine. I think there's nothing else to talk about there. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, PrizePicks. Whether you're starting a new routine or making player picks for the very first time, trying something new can be tough. But on PrizePicks, it just feels great when your sports takes are right. With big playoff matchups happening every weekend and elite hoops action almost every night, the action never really stops, and PrizePicks lets you take control. Ann and I both tried out PrizePicks a while ago, and we were honestly surprised by how simple it was to get started. I put my first lineup together in just minutes, and it genuinely made watching the games with my friends more fun because we were following our player projections all night, cheering for more or less. And there's a couple of features I really love. PrizePicks now has early payouts, so if your player gets off to a hot start, you can have the option to cash out before the game even finishes. And the new social feeds feature lets you share your PrizePicks with friends or even copy winning lineups with one click. Plus, if you like flexibility, you can choose Flex Play, or if you want the biggest potential prizes, go with Power Play. So download the PrizePicks app today and use the code Campea to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code Campea to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks. It's good to be right. Anyway, guys, question is for you. It looks like this cast for the Batman 2 is getting more and more stacked as Deadline is reporting that Sebastian Stan is in talks to join the film. Remember, once you get to the stage that you're in talks for it, that already means the studio's decided you're the guy and you've decided you want to be in it. Now you're just working out the details of the contract. So 99% of the time, it actually ends up being in the movie. How do you feel about that? Do you think it's a big deal that makes two MCU stars are going to be in this movie? I don't, but maybe you do. Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.